So this is the result of the soil pH test taken from the arid zone, the warmer zone, where it's much warmer temperatures but lower humidity than on the cool side. As in the air humidity and air temperature, whether that affects the soil pH, not really sure. Could do. But so these samples were taken from like a finger depth. So I put my index finger into the soil to create like a little hole, and using a spatula or a teaspoon to get some of the soil from the bottom of that hole, placing into these little squares here, and then removing any kind of like bits of debris, so like any bits of stones or sticky kind of stuff in there, and then placing the soil, which has been allowed to dry out overnight, into the tube with a bit of the sulfate powder and the testing solution, and give it a good shake, and then allow it to sit for 10-20 minutes, and then it'll show. So when the water colors change, it then brings the outcome of the test result. So this is showing that it's acidic, which is kind of what was predicted, because on the warm side it's kind of like more deserty, so sandier soil, rougher soil, more stony, more kind of, clumpy. So, and the aloe vera plants that are planted there, they're doing really well, and they generally prefer neutral to acidic soils. So yeah, so that's interesting. So we, on the cooler side, we have it more alkaline, and then on the warmer side, it's more acidic. But I haven't used the same substrate throughout the terrarium. So there's, like I was saying earlier, the cooler side is more of a dense mix. And it's been sat there for, well, most of the composition of the soil has been there for coming up to 12 months now. So it's had all that time to kind of break down. I recently added or mixed in with the soil some vermiculite and a little bit of sand and some organic topsoil. But previous to that, there's a mix of bark mulch, sphagnum moss, and leftover earth mix Arid. So it's kind of the over on the woodland side, the soil mix there is kind of more advanced. There's more materials in the soil which have broken down over approximately 12 months. So the soil on that side is more alkaline, whereas the soil on the arid side is more acidic and is sort of sandier. So yeah, so anyway, that was interesting to do. So doing soil tests, if you've got live plants in your terrarium, doing a soil sample test like this to measure the pH is worthwhile, because if you're wondering why your plants are dying, it could mean that they're planted like there's not enough acid or alkaline in the soil to their liking. So it is worth doing. So yeah, hopefully that helps, guys. Thank you.